Okay. Oh, beautiful Wi-Fi. Hello, hello, hello. We should be live. Just ignore this stuff here on the right, the red. I have colorblind settings on, it's actually green Wi-Fi. We are live for round 1 of season 7. Wow. 7 seasons, that's crazy. As you can see, we have a very stacked grid here today. 13 drivers. Ooh. In Imola. Okay. Just waiting for the ping to be sent out for the lobby to start. So some changes compared to last season. We've binned off the 100% feature race, and we've gone back to the old format from season 2 and 3 and 4. Was it in season 4? Yeah, it was. Of one-shot qualifying, 50% sprint race, and then 50% feature race, and we've been given the signal to ready up. Someone's calling my name. The stream is started. Oh, perfect timing. It pinged everyone as I said that. That is beautiful. So yeah, 13 drivers. I'll try and walk over through the grid. I'm scared for my Wi-Fi. I'll try and fix it. I should have probably not gone 720p standard. But we'll see. Someone said I'm very loud. What do you mean? Am I at McDonald's? No. That's where Sandstorm is. I don't know. I might have to restart the stream. Or it might just get better. It will get better through the session. Okay, what do I want to talk about? The grid. The grid has changed, yes. The championship winner, Mitro, has gone to High Tech. His teammate is now Swifty. Miles has moved from Charouz to Uni. You have Nova and Sammy the Carlin. Oh. Wi-Fi looks stable enough. Oh yeah, Final Flame has been demoted to Div 2, and his teammate is a Polish person, K. Gatkowski, is a rookie. He's making his debut. The VAR, Aros to Valhalla, and a very interesting transfer which happened like 3 days ago. David the Gooner moving to VAR for 9 million in I don't know what currency we use in FV. Monopoly money. Charouz, Jay Critch, and Elmo, as Nova's already retired. God. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Elmo's not here today. He's being replaced by Phil for today's race. Oh, a few people have invalidated. Damn, that's crazy. Someone's retired. Moose is retired. That's a shame. Ours is currently P1. Dams, we have returning man Galu after like 3 seasons of being absent. He's back. MP Motorsport. Emfric still there, but Cheese has moved there from Prema. And Div 2 Prema, another returning face, it's Moose. Campos have no drivers this season. So Siski, I know you're watching this. You need to get a grip and sign someone. It's over the line. Jay Critch, 125 flat. He puts it on pole in his, I was going to say debut, but it's actually his second ever race. He raced in the season finale. for Prema last season. Kwiatkowski P2, 2 tenths off. Arrows in P3, just under 4 tenths off the pole time. But that is beautiful. I'm trying to remain as unbiased as I can, because that may or may not be my driver in P1. I might have messaged him saying something. That's qualifying, which this will be the grid for the feature race. The sprint race is a reversed grid, so it's Jay Critch on pole position from Kwiatkowski, Arrows in P3, Emfrick P4, Fine Flame P5, Aidan Jones P6, Miles P7, and then 4 disqualified drivers of Young Shots, Bufferino Phil, Galu, and Infernal Cheese. Moose and Novionic retiring, crashing out. We have 10 people on watching the stream. What? That's crazy. But here we go then. Hopefully Moose has not messed up the settings, and we do have a formation up. All the good stuff. People were disrespecting my Wi-Fi, but it's actually holding up pretty nicely. We have how many people watching? There's 8 people watching right now. Very nice. My phone is on 6%. I'm gonna have to sort that out real quick. Where's the closest charger? Here it is. Drop some messages in the chat. I'm bored. Let's get it. Let's build some hype for round 1. There's no formation up. Is there? What's... We're away, lap 1. And Galu's taking P1 on the reverse grid start. Young Shots P2. Aidan Jones moving up to P2 now as we all fly into turn 1. It's 3 wide at the front now, it's 2 wide, Asians around the outside. Goes over the yellow curves, but everyone makes it through, everyone's through cleanly, no spin. Someone's round, it's Miles! Miles is down to ladder, someone in the gravel. That's Nova. He's down to P12 now. Moose has messed up the settings twice in one night. Very cool. I'm gonna quickly turn all this stuff on. I don't like the telemetry. None for now. Here we go then. But it's Galu in P1 for this reversed grid. Reversed grid race start. Oshin's already crying in the comments because his driver had a bad start. As Jay Critch is round. That aged well. Yellow flags. The restart doesn't sound too bad now, you know. Moving on. 13 laps then for the sprint race. Aidan Jones chilling in P2 as we have a little battle there. It's Emfrick alongside the Young Shots. Who's gonna back out? Oh, Emfrick has to back out, but oh, he's got a better line. There's a bit of rubbing. They're still side by side. Very good racing. No DRS just yet. Galson, the fastest lap. Kwiatkowski to make it 3 wide. It's very, very close as they hurtle down into turn 1. Oh, and the Red Bull's gone really wide. Or the Carlin, I should say. Off onto the gravel trap. And in front, Arrows now looking on a move on Emfrick. It's very entertaining start of the race. 2 laps in. Already having a few battles. Arrows sticking close to Emfrick, right behind them. Behind Final Flame making up a few positions, it looks like it. As there's a massive train from P8 all the way down to P12. Lovely camera angle through there. That's another Carlin going wide of Nova. 14 people watching. It's very good. Very nice. Yeah, Final Flame obviously being dropped from Ferrari. And he has to settle for a Division 2 seat. He's got a point to prove. It's very close here in the midfield. Bufferino Phil having a good race. He's leading this pack here. He's in P6. But the Final Flame makes a bit of contact with Young Shots. And now he's all over the damn's driver. As oi! That was dangerous, that might be reported. Nearly slammed into the pit entry. But here comes Final Flame then. He pulls alongside. Is he going to brake later? Oh, he's hit him! He drifts through the corner. He has to cut it. He goes onto the gravel, taking the waiting action that drops him down to P12. There's a bit of controversy already. Back up to P7 and the young shots, the culprit behind that incident. He's now over Phil. He's looking for his next victim. Phil making himself as wide as possible, but he's made a mistake, and the young shots is round as a result. And he's hit the wall. He's got wing damage. Oh, he's come back onto the track very questionable way, but he's through. No one's hit him. Back up to the front of the pack, and Galu's still leading on his return. 1.8 seconds ahead. As there's an incident. It's Nova. Back up to the front though, and battle for P2. Okay, Gutkowski chilling behind Aiden. Gaps 2 tenths, less than 10 now. Is he gonna pull alongside him? He's got the overspeed. And he's made the move. He's up into P2. And it is currently a Polish one too. Just saying. Back up, back down I should say. Aiden now. Yeah, he's now gotta regain that position. But he does also have very quick Amfric. Half a second behind him. Further down, the man we haven't seen much of, Infernal Cheese, is now in P7, and he's on the back of Bufferino Phil. Way behind, Nova and Jay Critch fighting over P11. There is points for that position, I believe. Or it might be, I think it's a top 10 for the sprint. And then top 12 for the race, yeah. Something like that. We have a new format now. New leagues, new point system. But Cheese then still in P7. Still putting pressure on the Portuguese man. He's got the overspeed, unless it's Phil letting him. No, he's not. Phil remains ahead. Aiden Jones with the first penalty of the day. 3 seconds added to his time as he is under pressure from Emford. He's got the DRS. He's alongside, and unable to make the move. He stays in P4. Oh, but he's got it now. They're on the outside. He's onto the gravel. He's not ahead. He's still behind him. And he has to concede the position. There's a massive pile up behind. Oi! Bufferino Phil and Infernal Cheese have taken each other out. Oh my days. Cheese with a 5 seconds penalty for severe collision with Phil. This reminds me of Bottas and Russell. On the pretty much the straight, they've managed to crash. And Phil is down to P12 after having a really good race so far. What happened there? Unfortunately, we don't have a replay. It seemed like a crash between them two. Cheese did get 5 seconds for it. Looking at penalties, we've got 3 seconds Young Shots, 3 Final Flame, 3 Aiden, yeah, and 5 Infernal Cheese. Back up to this tight fight actually, that's developing for the lowest spot on the podium. It's Aiden Jones, Amfric and Arrows, so the VAR, the MP and the Uni cars. All within a second of each other, but Amfric seems to be the closest to making a move. He's going to try and go down the inside. Oh, and he's tapped him! Oh, that's a dirty move. He has to concede that position, surely. He's hit Aiden, put him off balance, but you can't really give up that position now with arrows in between them. He's gonna have to continue on and then receive the consequences after the race. Meanwhile, Cheese Pit, I got another 5-second penalty for speeding this time. He's retired in the pit lane, he's out of this race. He must have had severe damage that was not repairable. And he decides it's best to save the car for the feature race. Not to waste any tyres. As we're just about the... yeah, we're halfway there pretty much through this sprint race. At the top no difference here. Still Galu in P1, followed by Kagatkowski as Nova is ahead of Moose. For he's up into P8. We have a Nova, a little train here as well at the back. As Jakridge is applying the pressure on Moose, he's going to try and go around the outside. Moose parks it on the apex. But he concedes the position, he lets Jakridge by. As he's pitting, he might be retiring from this race as well. Jakridge actually has damage there to his wing. His end plate's missing, you can see. Back up to the lead though. Kagatkowski, we're right behind Galu. It's very tight. Oh, the dams and the ART. As Gatkowski might make the move, he's gonna go for the switchback. Lead corner, he's still behind. But he gets the better exit. He still can't get ahead. It's very, very close here at the front. That's what I like to see. Oh yeah, I just noticed Mitro is in racing today. The current Division 2 champion. Anyways, Gatkowski now. DRS wide open. He's in the slipstream. He's gonna pull out. It should be an easy overtake. He is ahead. Will Galu look for a send? No, he doesn't. He's gonna hold on to P2 for now. They're both very quick drivers. In the midfield, having little battles with Miles and Final Flame here. So the other ART making moves as well, up into P6. It's a good result for the team right now. Some teams that can be disappointed though are definitely Prema and Shrews. Shrews down in P9, P11. Moose obviously out for Prema. The only Prema in this season so far, unless they sign someone. Arrows then still on the hunt for Ferk. Oh, they've made contact. Oh, and then for chicane, that's a penalty that might get removed. They're now alongside. There's a spin. It's Final Flame, I think. Final Flame's round. Oh, Final Flame is round. But this battle is still going on. Arrows and Nemfric. Oh, there's more contact. Oh, and he's hit. I think he's hit Aiden. What is going on? And now Arrows has managed to get away with it, and he's up into P3. The stewards will have a lot of work to do. Phil, 3 seconds, multiple warnings. Jakridge up to PA. Oh, and Aiden's lost it! They've both lost it! Oh! Massive crash, massive crash. They both go off the track, but they hit each other again. Emfer gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision. Oh, Aiden just moves out the way. What is going on? And now Jakridge and Young Shots and Nova have managed to find themselves in a really good position, making up 2 positions each. Well, Jakridge only won so far. Ryan, the Alpine and Uni TP is not very happy right now with that event. But Miles is still in P4, so there's that. Lovely little helicam here. I think Aiden has damage though. Yeah, you can see from the helicam I think both of his end plates are missing, or at least the right one. Not sure about the left one. Hey, Jakrich is under pressure from Elfric. They've had a battle last season, though we all know how that went in USA. Oshin is excited. He says his team is doing something. I guess you could say that, yeah. Final flame, another penalty. As we're on lap 11 now. Or no, we're on lap 10. Never mind then. So Jake Rich, he's flying into turn 1. He does. Oh, he's gonna switch back him. Nearly, it didn't work. Aiden defends well, and actually, Emfric is now attacking Jake Rich. Emfric's the only one here not to have a missing end plate. Over here, whoa, this is close. Young shots pressurizing Nova. The two might be on different teams, but they both have a Red Bull livery. And in sim racing, it's a well-known fact that if you have a Red Bull livery, you're more likely to cause an incident. Young shots then around the outside into the chicane. That's not a great place to make an overtake. Very tight, and yeah, it doesn't work. And actually, whoa, that train has gone closer now. Oh, there's no one of them's been it. It's final flame. Final flame's in the wall. No bias comes. I'm not biased. It's actually a well-known fact what I said. Look it up. Any sim racing forum, I've seen a TikTok on it. Red Bull livery means crash. No matter what car. But back to this, Jake Rich now finally gets past Aiden Jones. He's up into P7. These two are still going at it, and it's nearly lost it there, Young shots. Aiden actually retakes P7. Oh my days, and now Emfric's there as well, and there's contact, and they're both out! Oh! Oh no. Oh, that's a big incident, Oh, there's final flame! He gets past both of them. Ay. Emfric was involved. There's 3 cars involved there. I'm not sure who was at fault. I'm not going to comment at this stage of the race. Back to this then, Young shots Nova side by side. Actually, the cleanest racing so far. I take back what I said, although Nova gets a penalty. At the front, it's fairly spread out, so this is the closest battle we have. Lap 12 out of 13. So we're almost at the end of this race. The 2 Charus are down at the bottom. For me personally, not a good sight. But Young shots now. He's gonna have to defend like crazy. Well, here comes Nova. Around the outside, can he make it stick? Oh, they've made contact. Oh, Young shots cuts the chicane. But he has to concede the position. And he does. And he gets a penalty as well for cutting the chicane. Nova is up into P5. Only 3 seconds for him so far. Jay Critch with another, or no, his first actually, sorry, 3 seconds. Young shots is, I don't know what he's doing. A bit of weaving going on, taking out one of the braking points. But Emfric now, the man who was involved in a few incidents this race, he's in P7. He's on the back of Young shots, who is clearly all over the place, going wide a few times there. He needs to be careful not to get 9 seconds. As we're on to the last lap of the sprint race, and Kay Gatkowski is looking, don't want to jinx it, but it looks like he's going to get his first win in FB. And it will be a Division 2 sprint race if nothing goes wrong. But Emfric then This could be potentially his last chance to make the overtake. Not gonna look for it yet. He holds back. Tries to get a good exit through here. But he's unable to get ahead. Behind Aiden on the back of Final Flame. Final Flame somehow actually is in P8 out of all of this. He's had a few incidents as well. Everyone's had a few incidents. I think only the top 5, 6 maybe were clean. They're semi-clean at least. But Jay Critch is there as well in the distance. Let's go back to the leaders though, as Kwiatkowski crosses the line. He wins for ART. Galu brings home P2 for, I believe, well done to both of them. Arrows completes the podium for VAR. But now back to this battle here. Miles will claim P4, it looks like. But as they come around the last corner, oh, Emfer goes onto the gravel trying to make the move. But he's unable to make it work. And he will bring home P7 with Young Shots in P6, Nova in P5. Behind her still, they're close, not close enough though. Final Flame has penalties though. He will be dropped down to P10, I think. And he is. Aiden Jones P8, Jay Critch P9, Final Flame P10. And Phil on his return to driving will finish P11 in the sprint race. That was an action-packed race. Yeah, look at that. It's a Polish one too. That is very epic. I like it a lot. But here are the results. Kwiatkowski wins the sprint race. Galu in P2 on his return to FV. Arrows to Valhalla P3, completing the podium. Miles P5 for Uni Virtuosi, Nova P6 for Carlin, Young Shots in P6 for Dams, P7 Emfric, P8 Aiden Jones, P9 Jay Critch, P10 Final Flame, P11 Phil, and the non-finishers are Moose and Infernal Cheese. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Kwiatkowski with the fast lap, and obviously those might not be the final results. There probably will be penalties to some people. But now on to the main event. Obviously no formation lap again. Okay, so we await the start. Obviously no formation lap again. So we have to be ready straight away. No warming up of the tires. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light. And we're away with no sound, but it's Jay Critch from pole, Kwiatkowski in P2. Who gets the better launch? Looks like Kwiatkowski for now, as they're alongside each other, hurtling into turn 1. Any incidents? Oh, it's very close. Between everyone is a massive spin for someone and looks like Infernal Cheese. Jake Rich pulls away as Kwiatkowski drops down to P3 as he's swarmed by arrows. He's up into P2. Wow. Emfrick then in P4, Aiden Jones P5, Young Shots P6. Kwiatkowski's under pressure from Emfrick. Okay, now I have time to do all this. Jake Rich leads for now. He managed to hold off Kwiatkowski on the start. It was very, very close. Between the Brit and the Polish driver, Arrows managed to find himself in P2 in all of this. But not for long, as they're now alongside each other. And he's already ahead. Arrows already drops down to P3. And he's now under pressure from Emfrick. Yes. Emfrick right behind him, who is followed then by Aiden Jones and Young Shots. Oh, I think that's Young Shots going a bit wide there. Jake Richard fast lap, obviously. 18 laps for the feature race. Obviously, pit stops are mandatory. As we're flying down into turn 1, Emfrick still behind Arrows. Everyone within a second of each other. Oh no! Jake Rich has lost it! And he's now being swarmed by everyone. He's down to P10. He's down to P10. And it's... ooh. That's unfortunate. Not what I would have expected of him. But happens to even the best drivers. So Kwiatkowski inherits the lead. He's got a lovely cushion to Arrows. Behind Galu, he's in P12. Oh God, Steve's in the I know I almost did a swear. Steve is in the comment section. Emfrick, oh, he's alongside Arrows, almost hitting him. As we have a yellow flag last sector. I'm not sure for who. I think it's Jake Rich again. Yeah, it looks like a Kwiatkowski's fastest lap. Emfrick unable to make a move, but he's going to go around the outside. Into turn 1, they've made contact. He stuck his front wing in there. Somehow they didn't crash. Right behind them, Aiden and Young Shots. Aiden sticks to P4. But he's also under pressure from Young Shots, who's already alongside him. Around the outside, it's very hard to overtake around the outside in those F2 cars. Not a lot of grip, aero, obviously. Young Shots with a 3-second time penalty. It's very, very close. A massive DRS train. And there's also a mini one forming at the back, starting Phil being the leader of it. But Young Shots right behind in. Will he be able to make the move? Get up to P4. Alongside up ahead as well, Emfrick and Arrows. Emfrick looking to make a move. Oh, they've made contact. There's an incident. Oh, it's very close. One incident led to another nearly. The butterfly effect. Emfrick is able to pull away now. He's got a nice gap of 1.3 seconds to Arrows. Moose with a penalty. He's down in last place. Jay Critch here up into P9. This little fight at the back. Gallo in P12, finishing P2 in the sprint race there a few minutes ago. And he now has Bufferino Phil in front of him. No change in position there. Here in the midfield, massive train. Miles, we're going to follow Miles here as he's following Nova, the Carlin driver. He's going to follow him down the main straight with DRS open. It's a massive DRS train, so unlikely we'll see an overtake. Yep, they all fly down the straight. Kay Gatkovsky with a 4-second lead already. He's rapid. Hello Morris, how are you? Yeah, Nova P6 as well. The only Carlin here today. So behind we have Gallo making a move on Bufferino Phil. He's up to P11. Wait, who retired in the sprint race? Moose retired and Cheese, right? Oh wait, but I think they both retired in the pits. I was gonna say the damage costs of $500,000 for retiring, but it wasn't on track, so no damage costs yet this season. Moose with a 3-second penalty, another one. Let me have a look at penalties. Tires, obviously everyone on mediums except for Phil. That's interesting. Phil's going aggressive, but it's not paying off. He is down to... He's still in P12. Still no overtaking being on this massive, massive train here. Emferk, Young Shots, Miles with 3-second penalties. Cheese is 10 seconds and Moose is 6. Oi, Young Shots looking to send it. Maybe. No. Not able to get ahead. Oh, both Red Bull liveries go a bit wide. Into Aqua Minerali. Very, very difficult corner. Can't imagine how hard it is in F2 cars. Let's see, when are we going to see the first pit stops of this race? I'm predicting lap 10 maybe. If everyone's going from mediums to soft except for Phil. Phil will probably be pitting within the next 2 laps. Let's go a bit further down this train as we have Final Flame on the back of Miles. Both very experienced drivers. The American unable to make a move at this time. Aiden Jones 3-second time penalty. As he's actually under pressure from Youngster. Well, that's not the track, is it? They're both in the gravel. Aiden Jones in the wall. Oh, and it's just, this could be a safety car. Aiden Jones 5-second penalty. Oh yes, Phil makes his way through as well. But another incident, and it is, I told you, the Red Bull livery. Young Shots and Aiden Jones. It seems that neither of them have damage. Aiden Jones surely does. Not visual anyways. But they're both down to P11 and P12 with that. Back up to the front then. Jake Critch has made up a few positions thanks to that. He's up to P7. But he's got 5 seconds to Final Flame, who is... Well, the DRS train has been split apart a bit because of that incident. So we now have only these three drivers here, within a second of each other. So is Miles going to be able to get close enough? He's gaining. He's going to try and look for her on the outside. Oh, he's keeping it alongside. Oh, and there's the inevitable contact. Both of them around. Final Flame taps Miles round. Oh no. Can they rejoin safely? They have, but that's another incident. Interesting Nova. Interesting defending from Nova. That'll be looked by the stewards. That's a shame. Miles was doing really well. He's down to P9 now, and he's got 3 seconds of penalties. But as a result of it, of all this, Cheese is up into P6 now. Jay Critch is back up to P5. Galu's had really good progress. He's in P7. He has made up how many positions? 3 so far this race. Nova's actually made up the most, but he has caused that incident. Phil is the only one. He has finally pit. I'm guessing onto the medium tire. So yeah. Another incident. Kagat cost me a 6 seconds gap. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely really quick. Oh, Jay Critch now with a penalty. Go back to the penalties. Yep, 3 seconds. Young Shots with another 3-second penalty. He's got 6 now in total. Yeah, very big gaps, except for these two. Better not crash again. So they're fighting once again, Young Shots Aiden. Okay, looks clean enough this time. But you never know with these two. I'm gonna cut to someone else, and when I come back they're both gonna be in a wall or something probably. Back here then, we have Gal now, gaining on Infernal Cheese. No disrespect to Infernal Cheese, but Gal might be a bit quicker. As we are at the halfway point of this Grand Prix. Very, very action-packed. Obviously, first round of the season, so a few of these drivers getting familiar with the other drivers, getting familiar with their standards and defending, overtaking. As actually, we have a man in the pits, and it's Emfric. He is the first of all the medium runners to pull the trigger. But back here then, Gal now making an overtake, looking to make an overtake on Emfric's teammate, Infernal Cheese. He's going to try and go down the inside. Bish bash bosh. He's ahead. He's up into P5. Very good race from him so far. He's on a charge. Emfric re-emerges in P11. Aiden Jones in the pits as well. Kagatkovsky gets a penalty. And Emfric might get the undercut on him. I say undercut. He'll get closer to him. He's still going to be way behind them. That's interesting now. Kagatkovsky's lead isn't so sure, so guaranteed. I don't know how to say it. Back to Cheese, 9/10 behind Gallo. And he's in. Kagatkovsky's in the pits. Does Arrow stay out? He also pits. Nova, I'm expecting also pits. No one gambling for a safety car now. Jay Critch into the pits. Gallo into the pits. Inferno Cheese staying out. He is a race leader. Heavy. Final Flame staying out as well. Obviously doesn't want the double stack. Pit stops are quite slow, but Gatkovsky's already out, so I don't think it would have made a difference. Jay Critch only coming in now. Onto the soft tire. There you go. Someone's in the wall. Oh, it's Young Shots. He's in the gravel trap. I saw on the minimap someone was well off the track. That's my answer. And he's come out ahead of Kagatkowski now. But he's got dirty tyres. Yeah, 10 lap old mediums. It's time to pit. So the top 4 are yet to pit still. Back here, very interesting actually. Phil looking to make a move. He's on mediums now. Technically the slower compound, but it should get quicker as we go on into the later stages of this race. Yeah, Kagatkowski has to get past all these slower drivers now on old medium tyres. So this will be interesting. Adds another element of difficulty into his race. He does have 6 seconds gap to Emfrick though. And Emfrick also has a penalty, so even with Kagatkowski's penalty, it doesn't make a difference right now. Unless he gets another one. And yeah, Young Shots is in. And he gets a penalty for speeding. Oof. Moose staying out. Final Flame staying out. They're both waiting for a safety car, which doesn't look likely to happen right now. I think it might be on reduced as well. But Moose it's now got a task of defending from Kagatkowski. Oh, and it didn't last very long. Kagatkowski's already ahead, sending it into that corner. He's going for a fast lap. Purple middle sector. And now it's only his teammate in front of him actually. This is an ideal scenario for ART. Back here, Phil, second behind Aidan Jones. Penalty free, one of the few drivers to be penalty free this race. The field is now fairly spread out on lap 12 of 18. We are approaching the end of this race now, so we're past the halfway point. Kagatkowski 1:25.5. It's the fastest lap of this race. So an extra point. I want to check something. Someone told me W. I'm not sure why. What did I say? I'm looking at the FV chat. I'm trying to find the points. Ah yes, fastest lap 1 point and pole position 1 point. So actually, Jay Critch is getting a bonus point. So is right now Kagatkowski for fastest lap. I don't know if there's a fastest lap point for the sprint race. I don't think so. Yeah, grid is very spread out. The closest now here is Emfrick actually. He is gaining on Moose. Moose is really slow on those old mediums. He has to pit soon. He's going for a gamble, but it doesn't seem to be paying off right now. Still, Final Flame's in the pits finally, and Moose decides to pit as well finally. So that is now everyone's completed a pit stop. Where's Final Flame gonna come out? And he's gonna come out right in the middle of this fight here. Let's see, is he gonna be able to get ahead of Infernal Cheese? No, he's well behind him. Is he gonna get out ahead of Miles yet comfortably? So Final Flame comes out in P8, but he's got really, really fresh, soft tyres. Oh, Miles has gone wide. Onto the gravel trap. So, P9, P10 for Uni so far. Not great. It is points. Top 12 score points in the feature race. So Moose currently is the only one without points. Oi, J Critch with another penalty. Brings his total up to 6 seconds. I was gonna say, Arrows actually, right now, as it stands, is in P2. He is within 3 seconds of Emfric, who has a 3-second time penalty. And he's actually gaining on him a bit. Behind, we might have a little battle. Bufferino Phil's gaining on Young Shots. Perhaps the mediums are finally working for Phil. Not able to get the move done just yet, not close enough. Young Shots penalty. He's up to 14 seconds. Some could say he's pulling off a kinetic forge. Well, that's impossible. What that man did is impossible to recreate. Kwiatkowski still leading this race. I think he's led every single lap except for the very start. Well, no, he hasn't. When he pit, he didn't. But he is comfortably ahead. 9 seconds gap to Emfric. Very, very consistent and strong pace. I believe ART have signed him for 14 million. I think that was his value. As it stands, no retirements, so no team is affected financially yet. But obviously Division 1 tomorrow, that tends to have a few crashes always. Jakridge gaining on Nova, but he has 6 seconds, which would put him behind Gal. So he has to make up another 4 seconds, or just hope Gal gets a penalty, but Gal is really consistent. So I don't think he'll get one. Oh, Emfric has 6 seconds of penalties now. So now he's definitely behind Arrows. Inferno Cheese, another penalty. 13 seconds. Back down here we have Young Shot skating on Aiden. They've already had an incident earlier on in this race. Moose, time penalty. He's down in last place still. We're on the Second last lap, but now Kay Gatkowski. He is going to begin the final lap of this race. A feature race in Imola. And Young Shot's really, really close now, but he does have 17 seconds of penalties. So, doesn't matter what happens here, he will be behind Aiden and Phil. But nevertheless, he's going to try and go for the overtake. He's going to have DRS open here on the straight now. Reserve driver for Dams. His teammate Gal up in P6. He's going to go down the inside. Or on the outside, sorry. It's the yellow sausage curves now. Now he's on the outside. They're still side by side. But he gets ahead, he's up into P10. Back up then to the race leader. He's going to come across the line here. Kay Gatkowski, he's going to win both the sprint race and the feature race on his FE debut. That is quite special. And surely a driver to look out for the rest of this season. He wins in dominant fashion as Emfric is going to be dropped down to P3. It's Arrows who claims P2. P4, it'll be Nova, just holding on from Jake Rich, who has penalties anyways. So drops down to P6. Gal P5. Final Flame P7. Oh, Moose is spun. Miles gets ahead of Infernal Cheese due to penalties. He's P8, Cheese is P9, Aiden P10, Youngshot's P11. Phil will finish in P11 actually. Yeah, Youngshots has too many time penalties. Just waiting on Moose now. He will come across the line to... As he ran out of fuel, he's run out of fuel. Oh dear. A bit of a disaster for Prema. Oh, come on. Get over that line. Kwiatkowski wins. He does the gritty. God damn it. I thought we'd moved past that. Phil is absolutely delighted with 2 points. I can't confirm from the Alfa Romeo team chat. But here are the final sprint race result, feature race results. Kay Gatkowski winning, and getting the fast lap. Aros to Valhalla P2, Emford P3, Nova P4, Gal P5, Jake Rich P6, Final Flame P7, Miles P8, Infernal Cheese P9, Aiden P10, Bufferino Phil P11, Young Shots P12, and Moose in P13. Here are the boat results. I'm going to need both of them. Yeah, Kay Gatkowski scoring them. Well, that's not our point system actually, so that's irrelevant. Well, thank you all for watching. That was very entertaining. good way to start the season. Tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. The Division 1 race. A lot of hype around that. I don't know who will be commentating. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Goodbye.